first alternate DZ, there's like an X with a square around it, like cut in here.
Which one? Like an astronaut. So, I need these helpers which fasten my seatbelts, and
It's like a budget-friendly astronaut.
we call it low orbit astronauts. Also erst Aufstiegsflasche checken und danach dann Jump-Einheit auf. Genau. Und dann
You ready? Jump down.
I can hear you. I can hear you guys. Jerry, can you hear me?
Starting pre-briefing now. 15 minutes. Then shut on the engine. Muss erst zuschauen. Nee, ist aufgegangen, ne? Das ist auch da.
We got in this morning, 5:30. The plan was to do an 18K jump ASAP right off the bat, but we ran into some issues. We got here, people were kitting up. They were testing out or getting fitted for their the warm high altitude suits. And now we got rain right now, right? So rain is not good for planes and jumpers in the air, especially at high altitudes. It's not good on the ground, much less where there's probably icicles up in the air. and there's a big ice hazard. So right now guys are jocked up, they're sitting on the bird and they're waiting. We're pretty much on standby right now, but hopefully the goal is today to get a 18K jump and a 25K jump in. That's the goal. The weather's going to be challenging, but we've got everything set up as far as the network right now. We've got the 2-sector antennas we replaced. We got the Starlink hooked up, and the only additional thing that we did do was, because the cloud coverage is very poor, and because of the rain, the weather, the Starlink was getting pretty poor signal. So we went ahead and threw a Verizon puck onto one of the other sectors, or one of the 2 sectors that we threw out. We threw the Verizon puck on that, and that's been getting roughly like 40 megs per second. And Cloud Relay has been choosing that over the Starlink. So if the Starlink comes back up, the cloud opens up, and Starlink gets better than the Verizon puck, then Cloud Relay is just automatically going to switch it to that Starlink. So we're going to leave everything hooked up, but that's the down and dirty of what's going on right now. So
What's behind us there on the bird?
oh yeah, so right now you can see they're on the bird right here. These are the Mohawk helmet cams. They did their pre-breathing on O2. They're just jacked up, sitting and waiting to get the green light to go ahead. And then over here I'm mapping. Right, this is kind of their direction of flight in. This is where the stick's going to be lighting up. They're coming from way further out, but the reason we have this green line up here was me and Jose went ahead and we took their bearing that they're going to be heading at, and we just did a back azimuth, so we'll know, hey, we'll put one sector at that back azimuth. You know, I think their heading was 42 degrees magnetic, and so we set our sector at 220 essentially. So we know that we're covering that flight path, and then we want to make sure that, because they're going to be super high and at altitude, we want to make sure that we have one that's posted a little bit further up, just so we can cover that, all of the layers at altitude that they could be at, and then one face at 180 degrees, the opposite direction. So I think we're going to be perfectly covered today. Yesterday the video feed was fabulous. This morning it's looking good right now, even in a rainstorm. Like, just big picture, like how important is ATAC to you, and like what are you doing as a JM?
So it's very important so we use ATAC primarily now to plan the jumps, but it's always good to, just like, so when you're briefing it, we'll put it on the big screen and we work out. So what we'll do is we'll zoom out just like you would on any mission, and you work big to small, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be like, hey, biggest thing we're looking for is going to be Tucson to our east. That's the big city. And then also you bring up on here, and then we work, so we'll go big and work small.
Okay.
And then the biggest thing is making sure that every jumper, because a lot of times everybody on the team won't have ATAC.
Right.
But it's also good because you don't want everybody stuck in their ATAC.
Yeah.
But you brief them in case something goes wrong and they're on their own. They can look at their ATAC and know. But primarily you want to use it as a planning tool, and then who's going to be stuck in it more are going to be your lead jumper and your shepherd. Your lead jumper's kind of stuck to it because he's the one that's making sure we hit all these phase lines at the right altitudes, and then determines, hey, we're long or short, which will be short most of the time. And then you'll tell everybody, like, hey, so we're going to plan, hey, we're running north to south. We're all going to dive out and turn left towards the drop zone and then deploy our parachutes, right? So now everybody is heading back towards the drop zone, making sure their canopy is good, and then we'll start doing some collect turns to pick everybody up. But our main goal is going to be to hit this first phase line at 17K above these phase lines. We want to hit all these phase lines above them, so that then we have some extra altitude to actually build our stack.
Okay. Yeah.
If we don't have extra altitude, we can't do the turns to build our stack. Everybody's just willy-nilly all on their own coming back.
Yeah, so that gives you some wiggle room.
Yeah. But so here we set it up just like we would our GPS.
Right.
And all these, so you have your heading, your bearing, your glide ratio to destination, and you'll have your GPS set up the same way, so it runs off
Right.
the same thing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can, at least if your GPS is not working well, you can look and like compare and see.
Yep.
Well, my ATAC's off because my GPS is reading. And old school dudes, all of us, we run pretty much off glide ratios. What we put in there is our glide ratio, which is how fast we're going, and then how fast we need to go to our target. And as a stick lead, all I'm doing is giving you updates of and what we have. So my glide ratio is what I have. What I need is my glide ratio to destination. And I'll come over the radio, hey, this is Jerry, jumper number 1, I'm at 8,000. I have 6 to 1, I need 3 to 1. So that's higher than what I need. Everybody knows we got altitude. If ever what I have is lower than what I need, everybody knows we're not doing turns, we're heading back to the drop zone, and that keeps comms down over the net as you're going. And you briefed that part too. So and the team knows, all right, fuck, we don't have enough altitude, or the winds are different than predicted, and we got to get back to where we are. Or as a lead jumper, you have to determine that, hey, we're not going to make it. I need to find one of these alternate drop zones that we identified that we can get to.
I'm here with Monte, and if you've been following the Max Gain series, then you've already seen him. He was in episode 1 of Max Gain doing the gainer out of the helicopter. Right, so we got him out here. He's supporting this from his background. He's obviously done a lot of the sky sports and sky activities. So we want to get some knowledge from him about, when, right now we're doing O2 jumps, right? We're doing HAHO, high altitude, high opening. We've already went over that, but why do you need oxygen? Why are we doing that? Why do we need oxygen systems? Why do we need tanks when we're skydiving? Like I've been up in commercial aircraft. The viewers have been up in commercial aircraft, and we haven't needed oxygen. So what's happening there?
I would say that the main the percentage of oxygen changes as you increase in altitude. So having the oxygen systems at higher elevations, same thing if you were to go to Everest. To use oxygen to basically keep you from getting hypoxic, right?
Right. Okay.
Starves your brain of oxygen, and then you lose fine motor skills. You lose the ability to think. You lose a lot of stuff. So obviously we need oxygen to survive and breathe. I have heard some stories through the grapevine of guys becoming hypoxic, even falling out of the aircraft at high altitudes, regaining consciousness. But yeah, no, I haven't personally had any experiences with that. And honestly, like some of the signs and symptoms, like when you are in the plane and you are starved of oxygen, kind of rival like some of the signs and symptoms you would have even if you're just like nervous, or like, numbness in your hands and stuff like that. You're getting sweaty, like it's almost game time, like you're about to jump out of a plane at extremely high altitudes. I don't care how many times you've done it, everybody gets those little like jitters, so having medical personnel on board the aircraft, or dudes who are like designated to run the oxygen system that is connected to the aircraft and maintain awareness of all the jumpers who are connected to oxygen systems is extremely important. It's vital to operations. That way you can see who's being affected, and there's signs that we use, right? Hand signals and stuff like that.
So they're going to 18 and opening at 5.
Man, they getting some free falling today.
Hell yeah, brother! And since they're on really big canopies, under wing loaded, I'm gonna push it out a little more. Normally for a free fall, 2 to 1's fine.
Yep.
But I'm gonna, and it's not for I'm afraid they're gonna mess it up. I want to give them more
Runway to.
Oh yeah, I don't want them to
They'll
get
have
out.
adjustment
And the winds are so high today, I don't want
Yeah.
them to get pushed away. So I'm upping the safety factor.
All right, so all we did was pretty much have Jerry, the JM, build a data package or a jump plan, and then sent it as a data package via ATEC. We're all on the same network, so what you'll end up seeing is this jump plan populate on this map. And so,
Can you go to looking down rather than
yeah.
the 3D? There you go. Yeah, there you go.
So we got the entire jump plan on there. So everything from the HARP to specific markers of where they're expected to be at certain altitudes, all the way down to the dip or the designated impact point.
Hey, quick update. We're on the ground. We're at the DZ right now. It's behind us. Our flight with 4 jumpers, I believe, took off roughly 20-30 minutes ago. We just got the warning 2 minutes out for the HARP. Oxygen, high altitude, high opening setup still. 4 jumpers. They should be exiting here in a minute. I hear them talking right now. They're on intercom mode. I hear some of the girls communicating back and forth between each other. So as soon as they hop out, we'll go ahead and make sure go ahead, roger up with them, see how they're doing in the air, and then start pulling some of their video feeds. It's crazy how professional these guys are, pinpointing which pebble they want to land on. So pretty cool. The video feeds are really good that I was pulling in here inside the TOC. I'm sure they had great video feed. We heard them talk the whole time, communicating and navigating with each other. Glad we got to get this jump in. I think it's going to be the last one for the day. But we'll help them get their chutes and parachute systems back in the air. Pull off radios, swap out batteries, make sure everything's good, and then we'll go check with the TOC and see what kind of footage they grabbed in there.
Mask on.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what that looks like. You know, when they're coming down from altitude, it's like negative 40 degrees up there. It's gonna be interesting to see like how much those batteries die on the way down, because they're gonna open up those canopies really high, so we're gonna be up there for a while. So we'll see.
05 showtime. We had to get here early before airspace got congested. Obviously, we only get one shot a day to do the 25K jump, and so today we're jumping a couple heavy bundles out, testing these canopies, and it's negative 40 up in the air, so hopefully the dudes are staying warm. As you can see here, we're just waiting for them to pop back up on the feed. These batteries are rated and tested for negative 40 degrees, so we shouldn't have an issue with that.
Okay, go Scotty. Hurry up. No, leave it up there. Full blown practice. Go ahead.
We have to disconnect it anyway.
So you want to stop it and start?
No, this is all part of the same thing.
A relay. We get a 6-minute flashing red light. Okay? Disconnecting oxygen. Then we receive constant red light. It means okay. Then we have 30 seconds.
Ein, zwei, drei. Cool, ready.
Stand by.
Push him now. Wait, Kobe, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. All right. Up.
You think that'll snap back on?
talking about that when we were driving up, you know, just seeing the capabilities of people in this career field, like the military. Perfect. Hey, this is the perfect spot. Right? Don't even think about it, bro.
No, I'm just looking to see like gear prints and stuff. Oh, that's what I was doing.
All right, so we just wrapped up filming and supporting some communication stuff up in Marana, and en route to Utah, we took a wrong turn and ended up here in the Grand Canyon.